This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kick it off to get us underway. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, this is what you dream about. What an opportunity here now for your own offense after coming up with that pick.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Takes the ball and heads to the left.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And there's a penalty marker down on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Just trucks the man.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, for this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things.
And looking for a big play here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game. Touchdown, Alabama. Made the defense look slow that time. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the returner forced out at the 11. That's where they'll start this drive. Back up. Offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He moves the ball out to the 15.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Caught over the middle. It's Harper. And he's tackled just short. Good job by the defense.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. There's not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's at the 50, inside the 40, inside the 20. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Irish.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Looking to throw it deep. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good. It puts them in front, 14-13 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Finds room at the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his hand.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. They've got him down out near the 40.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you could just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Alabama 14, Notre Dame 13.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Great cut there. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now to try for 2. They'll run the option. Heading for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Number 11, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. And, boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and lift.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up 4th.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Crucial third down play coming up. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
They'll kick it away here. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Second down coming up.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he throws his third interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Same tailback, another carry. Some hard running there through a tackle. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Notre Dame 26, Alabama 14.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He gets to the 30 before stepping out. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Lets it fly out of the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. 1st down and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Locates the tight end, is complete. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down, but time is running out. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he fires the football to the right side. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And they stop him. I think it's short of the first down. Defense takes their third and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. Alabama needing this fourth down conversion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it for a big gain. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught on the outside. It's Law. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Second down after that previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And tackled there by the defense. It's like one more play here before halftime. Second down, we're going to throw it. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there on what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
21.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And they get the second half started with the running play. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards.
Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
That return backfires on him. Now, their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Going after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to create better field position. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Law. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense really clicking. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 19-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man steps out at the 28. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. They'll try a pass here. There. It's going to bring up second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one. But it will set up fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish. And the route is on.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
No problem with PAT right down the middle.
That makes the score
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
28.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And looking to throw now on first down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses it.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Touchdown, Bama. This passing game is on fire today. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And there's the point after. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Intercepted, picked off with the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Bringing pressure. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. It gets your hands a little shaky.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks downfield. He connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, Alabama. It was a foot race, and he won it. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team.
7
the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll run it to the right side. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Second down play coming up. They'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Hard running there, breaking tackles. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
7th play of the drive coming up. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Going to take it all the way in, pick 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the Hams team able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get... I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now. Second and goal for the offense. Running a quarterback sneak here. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. See if they can convert the point after. And it's up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
Pitch play to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that fit? They finally get to him behind the line.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback looking to scramble. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
The offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger This defense needed a stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.
Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. Number 11, Halton in the end zone.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt.
Let's go.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. A really entertaining one. It was 1-1 to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.